Please welcome AIPAC CEO Howard Kohr.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Policy Conference 2019. It's great to see everyone, particularly so early on a Sunday morning, so I just want to express appreciation for everyone coming here, joining us at this hour. And while we are standing here 18,000 strong for this conference, I just want to take a moment here just to recognize someone who's not with us this morning here, my colleague Richard Fishman, the co-CEO of AIPAC. Richard continues in his struggle against cancer, and I want all of us to join together with our thoughts and prayers. Richard, we're thinking of you at this moment here. I know you'll be with us next year at this conference. For 22 years, I've had the honor, as the leader of AIPAC's professional staff, to take this moment to focus on the agenda for the year ahead. The threats Israel faces, the recognition Israel deserves, the essential elements of the U.S.-Israel relationship. And for 22 years, I've used this moment to explain how we together will counter those threats, win that recognition, and strengthen that relationship. That work remains, and it is as critical as ever. But today, I want to talk to you about our mission and our rights as pro-Israel activists and as proud American citizens. Because today, things are different. We are being challenged in a way that is new and far more aggressive. We've always had critics and detractors, and some have been particularly harsh. But today they are emboldened and energized, and their false claims are taken at face value by new and larger audiences. Those claims are not meant to inform or engage in legitimate debate. They are meant to isolate us and demonize us so they can undermine America's historic support for Israel. Look at what they say. They say you can't be a good campus leader and a supporter of Israel. They say you can't be a good progressive and be a supporter of Israel. And now they are saying you can't even be a good American and be a supporter of Israel. This isn't about having normal policy discussions and debates. This is defamation, masquerading as discourse. And they're trying to silence each of us. The scurrilous charge of dual loyalty is a signal. And that signal, amplified by today's social media, is now empowering people who have long opposed our cause, our movement, and frankly, everything we have built. Now we see the intense hatred of the Jewish state is creeping from the margins towards the center of our politics. places where political coalitions are built, places where this nation's leaders gather, debate, and make decisions. These attacks on all of us are painful. Painful precisely because the other side is trying to isolate us from our friends, our neighbors, and the other causes and coalitions we care so deeply about. Say this much: they have our attention. But know this much: we will respond. We understand the stakes all too well. Their designs are plain to see. They want to starve Israel of America's support. They want America on the sidelines. They want the Jewish state vulnerable and alone. For America's sake, we cannot let that happen. America needs a strong Israel. And we have history and the facts on our side. Israel has always been a loyal and reliable friend to America, supporting America's national security interests in a very turbulent region. But it's more than that. America sees in Israel a young nation, a nation that believes its best days are ahead of it. America sees in Israel a nation always striving to be better, more just, and true to the vision of its founders. A nation of laws and free elections, vigorous debate and a free press, and a nation dedicated to freedom of religion for people of all faiths. A nation that is not content to focus only on its own well-being, but rather seeks to contribute its gifts to the entire world, whether in medicine or water technology or the digital economy. Israel is a nation that sends its own sons and daughters across the globe to people devastated by natural disasters so they can assist, heal, and provide comfort. That's why Americans love Israel. And that's what we want our elected leaders to understand about Israel. Making it happen is our responsibility. And when we carry out this responsibility, we express our deepest and most fundamental beliefs and principles. We act as citizens should in any democracy. We get informed. We share that information with decision makers. We want to know our elected leaders and candidates, so we meet with them. We ask them to share their positions on the issues we care about. We build coalitions, and we are active in all 50 states. And we do our work for all to see in our houses of worship, our community centers, and on Capitol Hill. And we are proud to say the pro-Israel community stands with its friends in both parties, and they stand with us. This movement enjoys supporters in large majorities in both parties precisely because our issue is bigger than what divides us. This is our goal, and it has always guided us. And we will remain firmly committed to maintaining and building our strong bipartisan support in both houses of Congress. And we deeply appreciate those members of Congress, Democrats and Republicans, who have stood with us in good times and in bad. We are honored that the leaders of both houses from both parties will be joining us during the course of this conference, affirming their commitment to this great cause. Most of our work is done by you and people like you. This is your passion, not your profession. And I know all of you know well, this work is done on your own time and at your own expense. You are here not for personal gain, but to be strengthened the relationship between America and Israel. We are a movement of diverse citizen activists. Activists from different faiths and many cultures. Activists who are gay and straight, religious and secular, students and seniors, labor leaders and business owners. Activists who are African American, Asian American, and Hispanic American. Veterans of our military. Leaders, yes, leaders in social, racial, and economic justice. What unites our pro-Israel movement is the passion for bringing America and Israel closer for the benefit of both and for the benefit of all. Look at the pro-Israel movement in America. We look like America because we are America. Now, it is tempting to leave the argument at that. To say to our harshest critics, you're wrong about us. You're wrong about Israel. And you're wrong about America. But that's not enough. And that can't be our only answer. Our answer is what we do next. We need to make the pro-Israel movement in America even more effective and bigger. There are millions and millions of pro-Israel Americans who are not yet involved. We need them. We need their voices. We need their investment. We need their energy. And for many, it will be the first time they will go from caring about an issue to doing something about it. And so, with great appreciation for what each of you already does, it needs to be said that all of us have more to do. Everyone in this room has family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, classmates who care about Israel. But they're not yet involved. And they should be part of this movement. We need you to get them involved. I've talked before about the need to grow the movement. But this time is different. We need to act with a greater sense of urgency. and in some very specific ways. If you have never been part of a political campaign, this is the time to start. Consider volunteering for federal elect candidates you like. Get to know their staffs, their campaign committees. Make your presence felt. Help educate them about the issues. And let them know why America's support for Israel is important to you. If you've never donated to a federal campaign, this is the year to start. Do all you can, and even a little bit more. And don't wait for others to step up. We are a movement of leaders. Through the years, there have been others who have attacked us, who have attacked our right to make ourselves heard. Each time, we have responded as citizens should. We mobilized. We made our case. We made our movement even stronger. That's what must happen now. Israel's antagonists have decided to mount a political assault on us. In return, they must get a political response. That response must be large, it must be sweeping, and it must define our movement for years to come. Our detractors think we're vulnerable, that we will fold when we're pushed. But they don't know what we are made of. So yes, it's true, there are challenges ahead. And some days it seems like the only thing that's permanent are the adversaries. But our vision for America and Israel, all that is possible, that's permanent too. And that's what we're fighting for. That's the future we can help create. So this is how we will answer our critics. We will not stop. We will not stop. And when they tell us to step back, we move forward. And when they try to silence us, we speak up. And when they tell us to sit down, we stand up. We stand up. We stand up. Thank you. Thank you.